go. Shot 79, fourth shot of the day. I'm ready to start. It's only 15 frames, so that's going to help us out. So I'll just show you the first frame there. That's what we've got there going on here. But like the background stuff, this bus, there's a van right there, and all the foliage and getting all that in there, that's the stuff that takes the longest time, right? Well, I guess if it's longer than 15 frames, the animating does. But for this kind of shot, you want to make sure you have the depth and everything you can to make it look like the real shot. So when you just see it for those 15 frames, it really sells it. So here I had to do a couple more arms because he swings this arm across his body and then a hand there with the knife pointing right at us. So, all right, kids, I'm about to get into this. I hope it doesn't take long. I hope these 15 frames go by pretty quick. And here we go. As these shots kept going, they kept getting more detailed. And it's something I loved doing. And putting it together sometimes was kind of a pain. But overall, I loved how these like second half of the video shots look. And this one turned out really great with his arm swiping like that. Was something I really loved. Shot 79. We've got it done. We got it 99% done. I just want to show you things. So anyway, this is what we want it to look like here. Swing jump. Swing jump. Awesome. And see, this is what we got here. Swing jump. Swing jump. I love the way the swing looks. I'm super stoked about it. But look at the bus. Jitterbug. 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 So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into that one frame where for some reason it goes backwards. And I'm going to put the guys where they need to be, nuance it, the bus where it's supposed to be, erase that frame, then reshoot that frame. It's either going to work perfectly or I'm effing everything up and you're going to have to redo it from there. So let's see. Fingers crossed. I'll let you know how it goes. And I just said to him, you can kiss me. So it worked. It worked. There's actually a reshoot frame option there. So I guess I'm not the first one to make this mistake, which makes me feel better about the whole situation. But anyway, let's check this out. Again, this is what we want it to look like. Swing. Swing. And then this is what we've got here. Swam. Swam. And that bus just kind of, it looks like it goes over a bump, but that's okay. But yeah, there we go. Shot 79 in the books. Moving on to 80. And then there's going to be the brand new posting of the 80 shot split screen. So let's do this, kids. It's getting awesome. Shot 80. Here we go, kids. Into the 80s. This is crazy. This is awesome. Just want to show, I'm just setting it up here. And it kind of looks a lot like 75. So I'm using that same vibe. And in the background here is like these poles and things. And you can see some of the lamp posts we had from 75. So I'm using those. And then I'm reusing the other lamp posts. And I'm just sliding them down like this. And I'm cutting up these little pieces here. And I'm going to attach them to them so they look like those ones there. And yeah, I gotta say, shot 75 is a gift that keeps on giving. I've been reusing these lampposts like crazy, so I'm so glad I took the time to go make them instead of just using the sticks like I had originally planned on. So anyway, it's just a little behind the scenes thing. Thought it might be kind of cool, and here we go! So this one was similar to shot 75, had that same look and vibe to it. So I used some of the same things, and then just a bunch of scraps of paper to kind of fill in the background, and it turned out cool. So I made the rookiest of rookie mistakes here. I got it all set up and I was all stoked and I had the characters on there and they just seemed to be big and they weren't quite fitting in. Then I realized I set up the shot with the background before I laid the characters in to get the camera in the right position. And at first like, I'll just do it with the bigger characters, it's okay, because I did it for shot 75, but these looked too big and it's something that I could fix. And so I did. So what I kind of had to do now was like cobble together all these little parts to make it look like that. And you can see down here a little bit where it's kind of cobbled together. But like overall, it works pretty good. It works very good, actually. And I'm stoked with it. And I'm glad I didn't go with the bigger ones because I was like, it'll make me nuts. And it just didn't look right. So here we go. Now we're about to start. Let's do this. Watch that. I learned a lot from this style from shooting shot 75, and it really meant something. Watch him twerk, right? That's not the whole thing, but it's just where I'm at now. That was fun. To be able to pull this off again. And I'm quite proud of it, to be honest. Shot 80. Looks great. I gotta say, I'm pretty stoked with it. The one thing I'm not stoked about was a similar thing for the last shadowy, black and white looking shot, was the shadows. And with these ones, I couldn't bring them up too high because they would have just been too big. And I thought I'd get away with it. Maybe I did. Let's see. So here's what we want it to look like. Whoop, boof. Whoop, boof. All right. And then here's what we've got ours looking like. Whoop, boof. Boof. And you can see like shadows. And that was like something that was really difficult because it's like a shadow. And then when you do the stop motion, like 50% transparency thing, it's already there. So it was kind of difficult to work with. But I think it turned out cool. I'm stoked to have 80 shots done. Here comes the next split screen. Let's do it, kids. Hands in. Woo!